Hello baked beans, it's Lottie here. I know I'm normally jumping around and dancing on this YouTube channel, but I thought today I would do something a little bit different. I'd like to share with you one of my favourite chocolate muffin recipes, but there is a surprise twist in these muffins. They actually contain a vegetable. And that vegetable is beetroot. Now, we all know that eating fruit and vegetables and staying healthy is really important, but sometimes it can be quite difficult to fit those vegetables into your diet. So, with this recipe, hopefully you'll be able to eat your beetroot while you're enjoying a delicious chocolate cupcake. And don't worry, if you don't like beetroot, you can't really taste it. It just adds to the creamy texture. So, before we start, please make sure you wash your hands. Tie your hair back if you have long hair like me. And welcome to my kitchen, colour themed. And let's get baking. For your ingredients, you will need 300 grams of cooked beetroot. So you'll normally find it in a packet like this. You will also need 125 grams of butter or margarine, up to you, whatever you like to use. 100 grams of sugar. Again, you can use caster sugar. I've got granulated sugar, any kind that you have at home. You will also need 200 grams of self-raising flour. I think that's normally the blue packet in supermarkets. So that's 200 grams of self-raising flour. You will also need a dash of vanilla extract, a teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, not one, not two, but 3 eggs. And to get that lovely chocolatey flavour, you will need some cocoa powder. So 75 grams of cocoa powder, so that gives it our lovely chocolatey taste. And finally, my favourite bit, you will need a bag of chocolate chips. Now, I've chosen dark chocolate because that's my favourite, but you could also get milk or even white chocolate if you want to, and that is up to you. You will also need, for this recipe, a blender. So you might have a NutriBullet or a smoothie maker or one of those handheld blenders. So make sure you have one of those at home before we get started, and let's bake. Step 1, we're going to set our oven to 170 degrees. That's 170 degrees, and you need to do that now so that it can get nice and warm and preheat before you put your muffins in the mixture. Once your oven is preheated, you need to take your 300 grams of beetroot. So that's normally about 3 beetroots, and you're going to put them in your blender. We're going to take our vanilla extract, and we're just going to add a capful. So the cap is the top. So you're just going to fill the top and pour it in over the beetroot just to give them a little bit of extra sweetness. And I always like to add a little bit more because I love vanilla. And once you've added your vanilla to your beetroot, you're going to pop it in the blender and blend it until it is completely liquid. So it will be like almost like a smoothie. And as you can see there, I've got a lovely smooth beetroot mixture. We're going to put that to the side and get on with step 3. So for step 3, you're going to take 125 grams of butter or margarine, 100 grams of sugar, and then using a wooden spoon, we're going to cream it. So what that means, just turn the camera down so you can see it. Creaming it means that we beat it with the wooden spoon so that the butter all mixes in with the sugar, so it becomes like a nice creamy mixture. And this might take a little while, so make sure you put lots of effort in and you're creaming it, so you're dragging the spoon through that until it's all mixed. So as you can see there, that's all just one solid creamy mixture now. Lovely. And then you're going to take your beetroot mix and add it into your creamed butter and sugar. So you're going to pour your beetroot mix in with your butter and sugar, and it will be quite thick, so you might need to give it a tap to help it along. And it's a beautiful, beautiful purpley colour. You might need to get a spoon if you've got a blender like mine and just help the rest of it come out into the bowl, like so. Once that's all in there, you're going to take your wooden spoon and just mix it all together so it all becomes a big, ready purple mixture. It looks a bit like raspberry ice cream at the moment. It's delicious. So when it's all mixed together, it will be a little bit chunky, but don't worry about that. When the butter goes into the oven and it melts, it will become much more gooey before it then becomes a solid cake. Cool. Next, we're going to crack our 3 eggs into this mixture. And then we're going to mix those in as well. So to crack an egg, I'm sure you all know this, you can hit it on the side of the bowl and then use your fingers to open it. And in it goes. So we want to do that 2 more times. So you've got 3 eggs in total in there. While I'm doing that, I forgot to mention at the beginning, but beetroot does stain. So you need to be extra careful not to get it on your clothes or anywhere else. So maybe wear old clothes and an apron if you have one while you're doing this recipe. So once your 3 eggs are in the mixture, you're going to take your wooden spoon again and just very carefully now mix those eggs in to make your mixture super liquidy and super gooey. In another bowl, you're going to put your 200 grams of self-raising flour mixed with 75 grams of cocoa powder, a teaspoon of your baking powder, and a pinch of salt, and that's going to be our dry ingredients. So you're going to add those all together in a separate bowl. So you've got your wet ingredients bowl and your dry ingredients bowl. When you've got all of your lovely dry ingredients together, we're then going to pour it in to our wet ingredients. Like I said, be very careful you don't spill any. Well, hey! And then very gently now, you're just going to fold in. So it's like mixing but folding, so it's a bit more gentle. All of these ingredients together until you get a nice chocolatey mixture. And the beetroot will give it a lovely deep kind of purpley colour as well, which I think looks amazing, and trust me, it will taste amazing too. So I've just been mixing that, and as you can see now, I have got a lovely thick chocolatey mixture. Our final step mixing is to add your chocolate chips. So just pour in the whole bag. It's alright, it's got vegetable in it, so we can add quite a lot of chocolate. And then mix those chocolate chips in to spread them evenly throughout the mixture. Next, you need to take your cake tray or your muffin tray and add your muffin cases. Now you can use paper cases. I choose to use silicone ones because I bake a lot, so I get through a lot of cases. And this mixture makes 12 muffins. So you need to make sure that you have 12 muffin cases in your tin, like this. And then really simple, next, we're just going to spoon the mixture into the cases, like so. So you want a nice big blob in each case. Don't fill it quite to the top because it will rise a bit because that's self-raising flour. So you just want each muffin maybe 3/4 of the way full. Mm, mm, mm. You need to fill all 12 of your muffin cases. So I've filled all my muffin cases, as you can see, and I've got a bit of mix left over, so I'm going to make 2 batches. But that's absolutely fine. You can make as many as you want to. And then what we are going to do is we're going to take our muffins and we're going to put it in the oven, which you've preheated at 170 degrees, and you're going to put them in the oven for 25 minutes. So you need to set a 25-minute timer, and that will give you enough time to do the washing up while you wait for them to cook. So in the oven, let's go. 25 minutes. I'll see you guys then. So my 25-minute timer's just gone off, and it's time to get the cakes out of the oven. Make sure you use an oven glove or a tea towel to do this so that you don't burn your hands, and please be very careful. Let's have a look at them. So here you have your finished hidden beetroot chocolate muffins. They should have a nice shiny top like this. So now what you need to do is leave them to cool for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then you can dig in and enjoy and get baking. Please send us your pictures if you have a go at this recipe, or even if you can think of another good hidden vegetable cake or sweet thing, please create your own video and send it to us. We'd love to see it. Enjoy your secret beetroot chocolate muffins. Bye, baked beans.